Values, determination, making a dream come true. The Seagul, Valetina Tereshkova. Part 1. In a tiny village in western Russia, a small girl lay dreaming. In the darkness of the one-room cottage, she could hear the soft breathing of her mother and father as they slept. But Valentina's dreams were what kept her awake. Eyes wide open, she gazed through the small window near her bed, where she could see a small part of the deep blue sky dotted with stars. What would it be like, she wondered, to fly through the sky among the stars? Young as she was, she knew it could not happen. Still, she dreamed. Valentina's parents had little time for dreaming. Her father spent long days driving a tractor, while her mother worked from dawn until dark in a factory. Valentina went with other village children to be cared for by the babas, the grandmothers who watched the children while their parents were at work. Valentina had fun playing with the other children, but she wanted to go to school to learn to read and write. The village school was a long, cold walk from her house. Her parents worried that it was too far, and that the school day would be too long for the little girl. Valentina was 8 years old when she started school. It was easy for her. She quickly caught up with her classmates and soon was far ahead of them, especially in her two favorite subjects, science and math. On the playground and in physical education class, Valentina was strong and quick, running faster and jumping higher than anyone else. She was having fun. But then, her father was called away to fight in a war, and a few months later, was killed in battle. Valentina and her mother were left alone in the small cottage. Valentina, seeing her mother's sadness, decided that she must do everything possible to comfort her and help her feel better. She hurried home from school each day to light a fire and fix dinner for her mother, who she knew would be tired and hungry after her long day at the factory. There wasn't much to eat, and it was very cold. It was hard to find the money for warm clothes and firewood. By the time Valentina was 15, she had made a tough decision. She would leave school and go to work in the same factory as her mother. That way, the two of them could have a more comfortable life. When Valentina told her teacher about this, she was very sad. "Valentina," the teacher told her, "you are strong, smart, and responsible. You need to continue your education, especially if you hope to be a scientist." Valentina nodded. "I know I need more schooling," she said, "but my mother needs me to work." The teacher thought for a few moments, then she said, "Valentina, I have an idea. Maybe you can do both." She told Valentina about a school she knew that would send lessons to Valentina to complete at home and return. "It will take a lot of hard work to do this on your own," she said. "But you are a brave girl, and I know you can do it." Valentina did. She worked each day at the factory and studied every night, long after her mother had gone to sleep. And each night, she looked up into the sky at the twinkling stars and thought again how wonderful it would be to fly through space. At the factory, Valentina made friends with other girls her age. They often invited her to join them for activities, but she usually refused because she had to study. Once she had graduated and had more time, she happily accepted their invitations. One day, she saw a sign on the factory bulletin board. "Join the Aerospace Club. Learn how to parachute. See Claudia for details." Valentina was excited. She hurried to find Claudia, who gave her directions to the club meeting. Within the first month, Valentina had flown for the first time in an airplane. What a thrill! Then, she learned how to carefully pack a parachute and how to put on the harness and pull the cord. She watched as club members took turns jumping out of the plane. When it was finally her turn, Valentina was breathless with excitement. Claudia said, "Don't be afraid, Valentina." But Valentina just laughed. "I've been dreaming of this all my life," she told her friend, and stepped out into the sky. She felt herself falling, saw clouds and blue sky, and the ground far below. She pulled the release cord and felt the jerk that meant the parachute had opened. It was amazing. As soon as she was on the ground, she wanted to do it again. It was not long before Valentina became the most enthusiastic member of the aerospace club. She made more parachute jumps than anyone else, and from higher and higher altitudes. Within a couple of years, she became well known not only in her village, but in other parts of Russia, where there were aerospace clubs. Her daring to jump from high altitudes set her apart from other young women, and her ability to land on target was much admired.